Hello, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you with day 26 of our 28 days to absolute love. Who can believe the month has just whizzed by as it has? Take a big breath in for me, please. Big belly breath all the way down into your base chakra and let it go. And let go of everything that's outside this moment. 2 more big breaths in, please. Out through the mouth, in through the nose. And you can let it out with an ah if you feel your heart is a little closed, because that will help open it. And just keep that breath up while we call forth all of your high spiritual healing teachers, guides and angels. All galactic beings who work with you, call forth your higher self and your God self, your soul, absolute love. And today I just want to talk about, well, I don't want to talk about manifesting, but everybody knows that it's manifesting. I prefer to call it creating. Why? Because there is so much old paradigm rubbish around manifesting still out in the world today. And God knows I've done all of it in the past, all of it. Like to say things like get very, very clear about what you want, write it all down. What are the other silly things I say? Visualize it and manifest it, and it will manifest. How many spiritual people are so broke and that they've done all that for years and years and years? But I'm here to tell you that we're in a brand new century. Well, we're 25 years into that brand new century. And there is a new way to do that. And that is by surrendering to God. If you don't like that word, then surrender it to your soul. Surrender to the absolute love that exists in every cell of your being. And just ask the question, what is the highest purpose for me being here on earth? Or what is the highest good I can do in this physical body? Beautiful soul, show me what my highest calling is for being here on earth, and then just surrender. Because the problem with all that other goal setting is that we make decisions based on where we are at in our ego. We think that a big house and a flash car and all of those things are going to make us happy. But and that's because we've followed stupid people. Well, we may not follow them. I certainly don't follow, people who are all about how much money they make and how many followers they had. If it was me, I'd be more interested in how many leaders I create rather than how many followers I have. But getting back to that thing of surrendering. Because how many times have you thought you've met the one, and then 3 months down the track you realise it's not the one, or it could be 3 years down the track and it's not the one? How many times do you meet someone and you're certain you're going to marry them and live happily ever after, and that never comes to pass? Or, like I did, when I turned 30, I bought myself a sports car for my 30th birthday because I was all into this group of people that were all about manifesting millions and blah, blah, blah. So I bought, on lease, I traded in my Holden Gemini for a Honda, can't remember, Integra it was, and it was $36,900, so $37,000 for this car. I need a good car for my work, so, got a great tax benefits from it, but that's about the only thing I got from this car. Because the decision was made with my ego. It wasn't made from my soul. And what's really funny about that now, $37,000 is just what you pay for a blooming 4-cylinder car nowadays. But 35 years ago, I could have bought a unit for $35,000 5 years earlier than that. So that's how much ridiculous amount of money I spent on a car, and I've never ever done that again since. So because I bought this car, it was the most beautiful sea blue green. I think they called it Mediterranean blue, or maybe that was the colour we painted the wall in our temple. But it was, maybe it was something green, but it just looked like the most gorgeous blue ocean. And what I remember distinctly about that was that I loved the car. I really loved it for about a month. And then it was just like an expensive car. I was so excited when I got it, but it didn't take too long for me to just realize it was just a car. And I can tell you over my life when I always wanted something from my ego. And there was a while there before the last year where I was always trying to manifest with these old manifesting techniques. And then I had this moment where I'm screaming at God and saying to him, if you don't come and help me, that's it. I'm going to find a gun and shoot myself and come home. And don't test me, because you know my parents are hot shot pistol shooters, or they were. They're probably not anymore. And it's a threat I've made to God in different times when nothing seems to be breaking through. And I yelled at this before I went to bed, which is always a good time to ask for solutions, because they'll pop in overnight. And when I got up in the morning, I went out into my lounge room, and I have two little crystal lights that I put on just to activate God in my house, one in my bedroom, one in my lounge room. And as I turned this light on, this booming voice inside of me screamed, God is in the house, God is in the house, God is in the house. It was an energy that rippled out. My cat was asleep on a pillow 10 feet away, and he jumped up because he even felt the energy. I knew exactly what God meant. I knew exactly what they were saying. God is in the house it could be referred to as a biblical thing, but originally Jesus meant that to say God is in the temple, and the temple was your body. I knew they were saying to me, stop looking for things outside of you and go to the God within. Within 6 weeks at the most, it took about 4 weeks, I manifested $30,000, and it was the fastest money I'd ever manifested in my entire life by just surrendering. So that's what today is about. Just surrender. If the stuff is hitting the fan, sit back and ask yourself, what is the universe, or what is God, the universe, your higher self, your soul trying to birth through you? What is God trying to birth through you? And breathe and be still. Be still and know that I am God is another saying that Jesus said that's been bastardized by religion to go, be still and know that I am God, meaning the church is God, and meaning that God is some male being up in the sky. Not true. Read the book, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. And if you're old like me, don't read the book, get the audio, because Anna, Grandmother of Jesus has got the tiniest print in it. I brought the book, and even I don't need glasses. I've got very good eyesight unless I'm reading the label off something. But it was so tiny, even with my glasses on, I couldn't read it, so I had to buy the audio book as well. But it will enlighten you to the true cause of Jesus. And his grandmother, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, Anna lived for over 600 years. At 400 years, she rejuvenated her sexual organs and gave birth to 12 babies. And it'll just blow your mind to what is possible for us as humans and how dulled down we've become. So, manifesting from now on, you can just ask God, because you might think that you want a retreat. You might think that you want to do a retreat if we're referring to work. You might think that you want a car, or you might think that you might want to meet the love of your life. And, and then you find out that decision was made from your ego. So if you start to ask every morning when you get up, show me God, show me soul, what is it that you want to birth through me while I'm here on earth? Or just show me how I can serve humanity for the highest good of all. Find some words that resonate with you, and then just start to ask. Surrendering isn't about doing nothing. Surrendering is about following the intuitive hits that you get to do something. Breathe for me, please. You will manifest more when you let go of the control. We've just been taught to control. And what we want or what we're here for is often very different to what our ego, our mind has controlled up. So you can sit there and write out all your affirmations and, you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But I'm telling you, in a day of just hearing, God is in the house, God is in the house, God is in the house, and me surrendering to that, a struggle that I'd had for years with finances was gone. It just manifested. People came to the workshop that I put on, and as I said, I'd manifested $30,000 in 30 days. And it was the easiest money I'd ever made. And you can do that too. You can simply ask, show me what I'm here to do on earth. Show me what my highest good, highest purpose is for doing that. And I strongly recommend you do that if the poop is hitting the fan. Breathe. And let go of the shoulds and shouldn'ts and what you could and couldn't do and all of that stuff. Because I know so many people have got big houses and, you know, now they wish they didn't have them. Or big mortgages, especially with all this crap going on with interest rate rises. So anyway, we've done again. Take a big breath in. Sending you all my love and deepest blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.